Hi Sagittarius, so welcome to your random reading. If you're new here, this is a Sagittarius channel. And my name is Heidi and I am Sage Muse Tarot. I'm sorry y'all. I'm sorry. Don't forget that Wednesdays are live. Currently I do live on Wednesday and Friday, and that's subject to change at any given moment. But if you're a member, that is when you get your free message. So, Sagittarius, this is deep because everything's always so spiritual and deep for Sagittarius. It really is. So this is your the next surprise that you're being inspired by. And it does seem very surprising to me, Sag. It really does. So the fates are here with fork in the road, no place like home, and serendipity. Like there's a moment here. It may even be a conversation, because that's the way it feels to me. That kind of changes you and definitely how people show up for you, or how, I mean, it's definitely changing something here. So the fates, of course, is a change brought by fate. You know, it's a fated moment, and fork in the road is a decision. And no place like home is like that place where you feel you belong, right? It can be within yourself. It can be just, you know, really, it's your authenticity and seeing the signs, right? Because it's really interesting to me what's going on here. I mean, I don't know if, you know, everyone will agree, but okay. The Devil reversed, the Three of Swords, and the Two of Swords. I feel like you are being led to share your pain. And I feel like this is just pain that you hold inside, maybe. And it may, this feels like an exchange, right? It definitely feels like an exchange. And it feels like someone shares theirs with you, and you in turn share yours with them. And I feel like, of course, this is like surprising to Sagittarius, because Sagittarius, we don't like to show people our flaws. You know, we really don't. But we are not positive all the time. People really need to get off of that whole shiznit for real. And I feel like you are hesitant because the Two of Swords is here. And it's really interesting, right? Because this Two of Swords is holding two masks. And I feel like there is like one thing you show the world, and then there's your inner mask. And I feel like with someone, you are revealing yourself, like totally. Okay? You are totally revealing yourself. And I feel like it has a better effect than you can imagine. But I feel like you're really unsure whether or not to reveal this. I feel like this is, because with the Two of Swords tends to be what we don't see, right? And maybe it is that you're seeing that you've only been showing one side of yourself. And is that even fair? Because that's not the whole you, right? And it kind of really is like this energy of like someone saying, this is the real me. And you in turn saying, well, that is me, but this is me as well. And I feel like this is not easy for you, Sagittarius. I mean, I feel like this is really, because we don't like to expose ourselves. We don't. I mean, people have a lot of opinions about Sagittarius that we're risk takers. We are not opposed to change. We're not opposed to being impulsive, right? Jumping without looking. But when it comes to this, I feel like this is really hard. But what it does is set you free, Sagittarius. I mean, it actually does. Because this would be something that you've been attached to for a long time. You know, and it actually could be really freeing, because if you look at this woman, she looks like she is just free, right? Free as a bird. Free as a bird, right? And, you know, I feel like, as far as, I do feel like you are not really comfortable with showing your darkness, as we are not. We're not comfortable, and you're kind of realizing that, like, by doing this, it may really change things for you and whoever it is you're sharing this with. I mean, maybe it's like a big thing, like maybe you're sharing it publicly and you're like, oh geez, like, I don't know what people are going to think about me now, right? But I will tell you that this changes perception here. Okay? This literally changes things up in terms of whoever you're sharing this with. I feel like you didn't totally see them, and they didn't totally see you. And so there is kind of this change of value in this, you know, that you didn't see. And I feel like this completely changes, you know, how you're going to move forward, definitely, right? And I feel like this was something actually that you thought about. I feel like this is something you thought about and you just had to let it out. Had to do it. And I feel like it had surprising results. Because I feel like it took something to another level of understanding where there wasn't. Okay? And it feels great, Sagittarius. I have to say that this feels great because on some level, maybe there was a lack of authenticity in how, you know, in connection, because, you know, we always kind of keep a little bit of ourselves, you know, separate, you know, but I feel like this takes something to another level. And I will tell you, it's literally so beautiful. I can't even tell you how beautiful this is, to be honest. Because I feel like, you know, if this is a connection with one person or a group of people, it opens up to a greater level of understanding, which really opens the levels of growth here with other people. Because look, you know, the Hierophant's a teacher. And I mean, this could lead, and what it could make you realize is that maybe you're supposed to teach. Maybe you're supposed to share these things with people, you know, so that they too can change their perception. Because look, there's two people here with the moon too. And so by doing this, this actually helps you to see purpose within yourself, like what you're supposed to do, you know. It can also be, it helps you to see other people in a whole new light. So there definitely is a duality energy here that is really beautiful. And it's like suddenly you know where you belong. You know what you're supposed to do. You know authentically what is supposed to happen. Right? And not only that, it's like this changes so much with other people. You know, and what you're going to find is that you were probably not really comfortable with doing it. You know, because you were content to carry these things on your own. 10 of Wands. You were content to carry these things on your own, but what's happening is that this is changing how people show up for you, and you're going to find that there's a whole lot more support for this than you thought, and then suddenly, oh my God, I know what I'm supposed to do. I know where I belong. You know, and I feel like it's really eye-opening for you with serendipity. It is really eye-opening because judgment is also our life purpose. Okay? And judgment is also, there's forgiveness, there's awakening, there's, you know, there is this sense where this where this whole situation lets you see how much you are needed. How much what you have is needed. So this is like monument. Oh God, I feel the chill too. This is monumental, Sag. And I understand I'm very dramatic. But it definitely is like, wow. And this is like Queen of Cups with the Ten of Cups. And the Emperor. Oh my goodness. With the Page of Wands reversed. I feel like you no longer feel this misdirection. You no longer feel like your direction is lost. And, you know, Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups. This is definitely a feeling of your heart being recognized. And definitely something that fulfills you and makes you happy. And so it's like, now you know what you need to build. Now you know what you need to do. You know, wow. Gosh, Sagittarius. That is so beautiful. I can't even stand it. I can't even stand it. So this is a big fated moment for you, Sag. Like, I can't even say, like, I feel like this is super big. And it, you know, it doesn't mean that it's something spiritual. It is a spiritual experience for you. But it doesn't mean, like, it can be something small, you know, in terms of your life purpose. But, you know, what's really amazing is that you end with the Nine of Pentacles, which kind of says, too, it's like, you're going to have everything you need. The resources definitely are going to show up that you're needing. But not only that, is that you fulfill a need. And so, yeah, oh, geez. Okay. And all of this from, I feel like all of this happens from one thing. From one thing, Sag. And it's major. So let's get some final words for you, Sagittarius. I love this. Oh my gosh. And I feel like this very much clears up if you're feeling like you're at a crossroads. This is literally changing the game, Sag. I don't know what to say. And it's part of this, what comes out of this conversation or this exchange or whatever it is you share. There are nuggets coming out of that show you what you need to do. Like it just pretty much changes your perception on something, on what your future looks like, on where you belong, what you need to do. Yes, Sag. Yes. And we're starting and ending with the universe. Let me just say that. We're starting with fate and we're ending with this was your sign. Yes. Jeez Louise. I don't know what to make of this, Sagittarius. Except that it's going to be beautiful for you and abundant for you. Yes. Oh. Six of Wands wanted to be seen. Oh my gosh. And whatever this is, it brings you a lot of attention, Sagittarius. Okay. All eyes on Sag as usual. So what are your final words for Sagittarius? Final words for Sagittarius. That was the star, by the way. Seven of Wands. Okay. Reversed. The star again. Oh my God. Nine of Swords. Interesting. I feel like this is telling you, you know what, Sag? Oh, and Ten of Cups. You can relax, Sag. You can relax. You don't have to, you know, you can let the walls come down and just know that you are headed towards your North Star and your worries are about to be over, Sagittarius. Your worries are about to be over. Your lessons have been learned. And some of this might be, you know, past lessons that you have learned. seeing writing appear here again. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you. I love this for you. Toodles.